All right.
Check the comment bar too. You see
Okay.
comment pop up, you can always
See what's happening.
right,
Shalom.
and read the comments. Easy.
All right. Okay. All right.
Right now. All right. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom. Shalom.
First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh,
Hashem.
Hashem,
Yahushai.
Yahweh, Hashem,
Barakadosh.
that belongs to God. Now, great and stone. Peace and salutation to Allah, Akim, of his doing the work in sincerity, with charity, with humiliation all across the four winds. To you, I salute. All right? I know what you have to do so they can hear us, you see.
You can hear, I got everything up high. This one.
All right.
Yeah, I got everything up high. I think they can be alright. Speak a little. They can hear.
All right.
All right, we good.
Yeah, man. So, then we're gonna do something different today. Lord willing, to be edifying. What we're gonna go into, we're gonna basically go into the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 18. Because we know about the mark, we know about the chip, but do you actually know what the 6-6 represent, the 3-6 represent, and the name of the man? So we're gonna focus in on the name of the man, and then once you understand who the name of the man is, then you will understand where the 666 come in. So a part of the understanding, the name of the man, you have to understand who Esau, Edom, or Idomia, or the Idomians is. All right? So the breakdown of the understanding of 666, like I say, you have to understand who Esau, Edom, or Idomia is. All right? So what we'll do is, we're going to go into the scriptures and we're going to get some history, about who Esau, Edom, or who Esau, Idomia is. All right? Now, over the course of history in different periods, you would have the Greeks, which original Greeks were so-called dark-skinned people. They're fed, right? All right? But then after Alexander came in and he take that over, he began to call himself the Greek. All right? Same as the Romans. Okay? So we're going to go through history, all right, like I say, and we're going to start with the Greeks. All right? And the two most influential groups at that time, all right, involved in history was the Greeks and the Romans. All right? So like I say, we're going to start with the Greek dominance. All right? So let's first start off with Alexander. Okay, if someone could grab the book of First Maccabees, chapter 10, verse 1. All right?
This is the book of First Maccabees, chapter 10, and verse 1.
You go there, brother.
Right. It says, in the 160th year, Alexander, the son of Antiochus, surnamed Epiphanes, went up and took Ptolemy, for the people had received him by means whereof he reigned there.
Right, let's read that again.
This is First Maccabees 10 and 1. In the 160th year, Alexander, the son of Antiochus, surnamed Epiphanes, went.
Let's see. You show that First Maccabees 10 and 1. Yeah,
First Maccabees 10 and 1.
Yeah, First Maccabees 1 1.
Salakia, First Maccabees 1 and 1. And it happened after that, Alexander, son of Philip, the Macedonian, who came over the land of Chittim, had smitten Darius, king of the Persians and Medes, that he reigned in his stead, the first over Greece.
Right. All right. So Alexander, all right, was a Macedonian, just like his father Philip. Okay, because remember what I say. Esau, Idomia, we have to understand who Esau, Edom is before we could understand who this band is and what this number represents. Okay? Like they say, Alexander was a Macedonian just like Philip. All right, but he defeated Darius, the king of the Persians, and he began to reign first over Greece. All right, so we're gonna get into a little bit of history concerning, Alexander father Philip. All right, now I have here, um, from the Biblelevy.com concerning Philip. It says, and yet and yet in regard to Philip and his conduct, they feel not this, although he is not only no Greek and no way akin to the Greeks, but not even to a barbarian of a place honorable to mention. In fact, a vile fellow of Macedon, which was a respectable slave, could not be purchased formally. All right? So this is concerning Philip, Alexander's father. See that? Okay? So he was no way akin to the Greeks according to Biblelevy.com. All right? So now let's read that again in 1 Maccabees 1:1.
1 Maccabees 1:1. And it happened after that, Alexander, son of Philip, the Macedonian, who came over the land of Chittim, had smitten Darius, king of the Persians and Medes, that he reigned in his stead the first over Greece.
Right. So Alexander was the first Macedonian, to reign over Greece. All right. But he didn't reign over Greece as a Macedonian. He reigned over Greece as a so-called Greek. All right. And they like to say you are what your father is, right? Okay. So what Alexander did, he took on the identity, of the Greeks. So he was known as a Greek. Okay? That if you say Alexander the Great, the Macedonian, people wouldn't know who you're talking about. All right? Now, what we're going to do, we're going to get a direct link, linking Alexander, all right, the Macedonian and Philip, his father, we're going to link them back to Esau, Edom, to show you that the Greeks, the so-called Greeks, are in fact Edomites. Okay, so if someone could grab in the Apocrypha Esther chapter 16 and verse 10. All right. What this?
Yeah.
Get it?
Yeah. Esther chapter 16.
16 or 15.
16.
16 and verse 10. For Haman, a Macedonian, the son of Amadatha, being indeed a stranger from the Persian blood, and far distant from our goodness, and as a stranger received of us.
Right. So at this particular time, in the time of Esther, all right, the Persians was ruling. The Persians was in rulership at this time. All right. Now let's jump to the book of Esther, chapter 3 and verse 10. Okay. What this?
He said, and being indeed a stranger from the Persian blood.
So that's it.
You see that?
Okay. So now there's Haman. What this? Because we tracking this man bloodline back to Esau, Edom. Esther 3:10.
This is Esther chapter 3, verse 10. And the king took his ring from his hand and gave it to Haman, the son of Amadatha, the architect, the Jews' enemy.
Right. All right. So we see here in Esther, what the brother does read in Esther 16 and 10. Haman is mentioned as being a Macedonian. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That he then after 3 and 10, it shows his lineage, which his lineage goes back to the Agagites. All right? And Agagite stems from King Agag. See what I'm saying? So, again, to understand who this man is, in Revelation chapter 13 and 18, we have to understand who Esau Idomia is. All right? So once we done figure that out, okay, the mark, all right, the number of this man is going to become clear. All right? So now let's find out about Agag. All right? So someone grab 1 Samuel 15 and 8. Okay?
Right. This is 1 Samuel chapter 15 and verse 8. And he took Agag, the king of the Amalekites, alive, and utterly destroyed all the people with the edge of the sword.
Right, read that first line again.
And he took Agag, the king of the Amalekites,
Right.
alive.
And he took Agag, the king of the Amalekites, alive. You see that? So again, we see Haman, the Macedonian, which his line goes back to what? The Agagites, right?
Okay.
All right, now Agagites goes back to Agag. All right, and King Agag is a what? Amalekite. You see that? So now we getting somewhere now. We
Right.
getting to understand now who Esau Idomia is. All right, so now let's find out who's Amalek. So for that, we can jump to Genesis 36 and 12. Let's go straight to the point. All right, we'll let them move that else to treat them. We come back there.
It's Genesis 36 and 12. It says, and Timnah was concubine to Eliphaz, Esau's son, and she bare to Eliphaz Amalek. These were the sons of Adah, Esau's wife.
Right. All right, so now we have here a direct link, all right, to the Macedonians, from the Macedonians to the Edomites, showing you that the so-called Macedonians are indeed Edomites. All right, which Amalek is the grandson of Esau. All right. So with that being said, let's jump back here to Esther 3:10.
Esther 3:10. And the king took his ring from his hand and gave it to Haman, the son of Hammedatite, the Agagite, the Agagite. The Agagite. Last time I did this. The Jews' enemy.
Right. Okay. So now it makes sense that the Agagites would be the Jews' enemies, right? Because we know that Agagites are indeed Amalekites, which is Edom, which they are Edomites, and according to the scriptures,
Enemies of the Jews.
God, right? According to the scriptures, the Most High say what? That He's going to make war with Amalek from generation to generation. So indeed, Haman is a damn Amalekite.
He tried to kill all the Jews.
God.
Exactly.
All right, because he knew the same history what we reading here in 1 Samuel. All right,
Esau, the progenitor, so called wayward.
that's it.
Mordecai and Esther was the
God,
saved
God.
the Jews.
All right, you see, man, and I heard with King Saul, man.
Yeah.
You understand? Because if we had listened, we would have damn commit genocide. You understand?
Everybody.
They kill everybody. The Most High said he would damn kill the sheep and all, but bleeding in the background.
You know that?
Kill everything.
Everything.
You understand?
That's why the Messiah did not left hand side spread because of the, you know?
That's it. Okay, so
He was spreading.
done. All right, so Agag's wife, you know, she became pregnant, and that's how you get Agag, Haman. That's how you get Haman on the scene now, the Jews' enemy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, he tried to cocksucker the king, all right, to kill off all the Jews.
And then, Agag is Amalekite.
God,
And Amalekite, they are descendants of
Esau,
Esau, Eliphaz.
God,
That's Esau's grandson.
that's it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so clearly, we see it clearly now that the Macedonians and the Edomites, all right, and the Idumeans, which all Idumea means is Esau, Edom. That's just a Latin way of saying Esau, Edom. That's it. That's all it is. That's all Idumea means. Esau, Edom. All right. So let's get Exodus 17 at the last verse, because the scriptures say what Haman is the Jews' enemy, right? So now we see where it all starting to make sense.
This is of Exodus.
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 Exodus 17 and 16.
Exodus 17 and 16. For he said, because the Lord has sworn that the Lord will have war with Amalek from generation to generation.
Done. All right. So now, all right, let's show that these Macedonians, who we now know that are Edomites, take control. All right, let's see how they take control and how they spread throughout the earth. Okay, so for that, let's jump to Daniel chapter 7 and 6.
Precept.
All right, which
Can I
precept,
also read Exodus 14, 17 and 14? And the Lord said unto Moses, write this for a memorial in a book, and rehearse it in the ears of Joshua, for I will utterly put out the remembrance of Amalek from under the heavens.
Done. All right, showing you that Amalek, which is Esau, Edom, Haman, which is the Jews' enemies, with his line goes back to Esau, Edom, he's the Jews' enemy. All right.
He said he will put out the remembrance of Amalek from under the heavens.
That's it.
So the heaven, that kingdom, that rulership is going to be put out.
That's it. All right. Let's jump to Daniel 7 and 6.
Daniel 7 and 6. After this I beheld, and lo, another, like a leopard, which had upon the back of it 4 wings of a fowl. The beast had also 4 heads, and dominion was given unto it.
Right. Now, this is speaking about Alexander the Great. All right. Or Alexander the Greek. Now, you see that?
God,
All right.
Daniel.
Daniel 7 and 6. Right? And once Alexander died, these 4 generals take control, which that represents the 4 head of the beast. God. All right. So let's get that. Let's get first Maccabees 1. Let's read from 7 to 9, brother.
First Maccabees 1, verse 7. So Alexander reigned 12 years and then died, and the servants there ruled everyone in his place. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves. So did their sons after them many years, and evils were multiplied in the earth.
Right. So evil multiplied in the earth when these damn devils bear rule. God. All right. And the 4 generals, all right, we're going to get the 4 generals in the area that they ruled in, that they ruled over after Alexander's death. All right, you get Ptolemy, he ruled over Egypt. Seleucus, he ruled over Babylon and Syria. God. Then you had Cassander, he ruled over Macedonia. Then you have Lysimachus, he ruled over Thrace, or Trace, or however you pronounce it. All right. So now we now know that the Greeks, okay, are indeed Edomites. All right. We know that they came from Esau, Edom. Okay?
So they conquered the Japhetic tribe.
Right. Right, they come with Japhet, and once they done take them down with the power, they take on their building.
I get a quick precept to prove that appointment by this brother. This is Job 24:2. Some remove the landmarks, they violently take away flocks and feed thereof. They drive away the ass of the fatherless, they take away the widows also for the pledge. That's what they do. One in the way Esau did. Remove the landmarks.
God,
That was belongs to the Japhetic people.
God,
I got a precept, Malachi 1:4. Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus said the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. They shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord had indignation forever.
right? Okay? So the Most High hate these damn devils. All right, scripture say he will build. The Most High, Esau will build, but the Most High is going to draw down. No, he's going to draw down with those same damn thermonuclear missiles.
God,
All right? So again, we now know who the Greeks is. So now let's look at the Romans. All right? So I have here from this book called The Picture History of Jewish Civilization. I can read this little clip from page 94. It says, in the book of Nestorot, the rabbi, Simeon by Yoha, The Secrets of the Rabbi Simeon by Joab, written in Palestine in the 8th century. There's a beautiful legend which expresses the feelings of the Jews of that generation and their hopes for their people. And when he saw that the kingdom of the son of Ishmael would eventually spread throughout the world, Simeon by Yohai wept and said, Lord of the universe, it is not enough for your sons what the Salakia. It is not enough for your sons what the evil kingdom of the Edom Rome did to them, that you must also send the kingdom of Ishmael against us. But the point being here, they say Edom Rome. Okay? So this letting you know that what? The Romans are Edomites.
God,
See what I said? So that's it. All right. I got another one. All right. This from this book called The Mysterious Prophetic History of Esau, considered in connection with the numerous the numerous prophecies concerning Edom, 1837, from page 97. It says, perhaps we ought not to conclude this article without noticing the belief entertained by the Jews and the Mohammedans, all right, that the original Romans were a colony of Edomites.
God,
You see that?
To the point.
That's it. So again, Rome, all right, Rome is synonymous with Esau, Edom. All right? And if I could say this, which is going to come up later down, this is the extended leg, all right, of the Roman Empire that we in today.
Can't stop.
Rome all over.
That's it. All right, so now we get an understanding who the Romans are. Okay? Because we already know who the Greeks are. The Greeks and the Romans is actually the same people. You see what I said?
It's different generation.
So we have to understand, now we get to understand who Rome and who Esau, Idomia is before we can understand who that man is. And then we're going to come back and break down that number. And that's simple and plain as day. All right, so from there, let's get, you got a precept, right?
Yeah, I have a precept.
All right.
Okay, and the sons of, okay, sorry, let me go.
Call it reset.
This is Genesis chapter 36, verse 10.
Speak up.
Genesis chapter 36, verse 10. Okay? There are the names of Esau's sons, Eliphaz, the son of Adah, the wife of Esau, Reuel, the son of Bashima, and the wife of Esau. The sons of Eliphaz were Teman, Omar, Zepho, and Gatam. Okay? And Kenaz. And Timnah was was concubine to Eliphaz, Esau's son, and she bare to Eliphaz Amalek. Okay, these were the sons of Adah, Esau's wife. Okay, so Eliphaz, who was Esau's son, bore Amalek. Okay,
Right.
the father of the Amalekites.
Right. The Amalek is Esau's grandson.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Right. Okay, so now let's go to Daniel chapter 7, verse 7.
Come,
All right, we dealing with the Romans, right?
come.
That's the book.
See, Daniel 7:7. After this I saw in the night visions, and behold, a fourth beast, dreadful and terrible, and strong exceedingly, and it had great iron teeth. It devoured and brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with the feet of it. And it was the voice from all the beasts that were before it. And it had 10 horns.
Right. So the fourth beast is speaking about the Roman Empire. All right, that's what we in today. And it said it was diverse. Now it was diverse in the fact that it had a senate. See that?
Yeah.
If, you
Politics.
could get that in the Apocrypha. All right, I think that's in Second Maccabees. I have it outlined. Yeah, I don't remember exactly where. But more it, so it's yeah. All right, I can show you how it was diverse. I can read it, and then I come back and break it down. All right. All right. All right, right there, brother. First Maccabees 8. You can read from 14 to 16.
Okay. The book of First Maccabees, chapter 8, verse 14. 14 to 16, you say? Yet for all this done of them wore a crown. So I can start that over. This is the book of First Maccabees, chapter 8, verse 14. Yet for all this done of them wore a crown, or was clothed in purple, to be magnified thereby. Moreover, how they had made for themselves a senate house.
You see that? So now it's going into how this beast was diverse from all other beasts.
Politics.
Because, all right, because when you look at the kingdoms, the other three kingdoms before this, they all had kings. All right, their sons bear rule. All right, when they pass on. So this is how they do. The people would vote them in, just like today. All right? Read on, brother.
Yes, and moreover, how they had made for themselves a senate house, wherein 320 men sat in council daily, consulting all way for the people, to the end they might be well ordered.
Right? So this way all the legislation and all the laws and they come from.
This is continual power. It never left their hands.
That's
Through politics.
That's it, even as today. And this is spread throughout the whole world.
right. This the revised Roman Empire. So we in Rome all over again. Brother, read it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Let's start at 15 again. Moreover, they had made for themselves a senate house, wherein 300 wherein 3 men sat in council daily, consulting always for the people, to the end they might be well ordered, and that they committed their government to one man every year.
Right. They committed their government to one man every year, but in this case, in Babylon is every 4 years. Over here is every 5 years. All right, that's the president, that's the prime minister. Same thing, ain't nothing changed. So this is how it was diverse from the other beast.
This is the deep state.
And that's it. All right, so when I say we, that's another province of Babylon, the brother reading it.
That's it.
All right, that's it on that, brother.
No, we get 2 more.
All right.
Let me start at 16 again. And that day, this is the book of First Maccabees, chapter 8, verse 16. And that they committed their government to one man every year, who ruled all their country, and that all were obedient to that one, and that there was neither envy nor emulation among them.
Right.
16, 14, 16.
Right, done. All right, that's it on that, right? So again, this how it was diverse, from those other beasts. The fact that they had a Senate, and they elected their Caesars or presidents or prime minister or premier or whatever, and all the past kingdoms, like they stated, had kings. See what I saying? And the ten horn represents, that those nations that was in league with the Roman Empire. Hence, you got NATO. All right. So this is what that is speaking about. Okay. Yeah, man. So this how they was diverse from the other beast. And in Revelation 13, it speaks about that same beast that was wounded unto death. All right, speaking about the Roman Empire or this Roman system. All right, which began to rise, during the time of the Renaissance. All right, and now the Renaissance is just another word or French word which means rebirth. All right, so this would be the rebirth, of the Roman Empire. All right, and then rise back into power, with Babylon, aka America. All right, so like I say, we in the Roman Empire right now as we speak. All right, because they created the Senate. All right, and they elected a president or a prime minister or whatever, and that mimicked the same Roman system. See what I said?
They're in control.
That's it, same thing.
One head. You see, one rule, one law. We must all take the job. One rule, one mandate, one head. Send it down to all of his 10 heads, and everybody got to follow. It's continuous power, man. And that's why it says here in the Maccabees that it was a power of no other, because it's continuous. It never ends. It never ends.
The only thing changes is different name.
Yeah, and the only thing that can change this continuous power is the coming of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai.
That's it. Yahweh Shai is going to try all about
That's why he said the power was diverse and there was nothing like it before. They was planning to keep this power forever. What?
Yeah. All right. And that's beautiful that you say that, because that same mindset, what they have back then, is going to be the same thing today. They're going to push that today. Yeah. All right, same thing. That's like how you say continuous. It's the same thing. Yeah. Like how we always say in the world, government is continuous.
That's the whole power.
Right.
It's all about the power, boy.
Right. So again, man, Babylon, aka America, is the beast in Revelation that was wounded unto death. See what I said? Which is the rise of the Roman Empire all over again. All right. So now we understand that Rome is also Esau, Edom. All right. So what we're gonna do now? We're gonna get we're gonna go into how these Edomites, or go into the conversion of the Edomites, into the ways, of Israel. Okay, and that happened between 135 and 105 BCE. All right, so for that we're gonna go. We're gonna get the book of. We're gonna go into the Josephus for that. Okay, Yeah, we're gonna go into the Josephus for that. This is the works of Josephus. Josephus, the complete works. Okay, we're gonna go to book 13, chapter 9. Okay, going into Hyrcanus, John Hyrcanus. So Hyrcanus also took Dora and Marissa, cities of Idumea. You see that? Idumea, that's another, is a Latin way of saying Edom. Yeah. All right. It says, Hyrcanus took also Dora and Marissa, city of Idumea, and subdued all the Idumeans and permitted them to stay in that country if they would circumcise their genitals and make use of their laws to the Jews, and they were so desirous of living in the country of their forefathers that they submitted to the use of circumcision. All right? And of the rest of the Jewish ways of living, at which time, therefore, this befell them, that they were hereafter no other than Jews. All right? So this is where you got now them damn stinking people over there. All right? We're gonna get that as well. All right? All right, so what happening there? You see that, they take on the identity of the Jews, because it says what? Hereafter, no other than Jews. All right, so when you look at, even the same thing, when you look at the Greeks.
They take on the thief, man. They take on the Greeks. They take on the Jews. They take on the Egyptians.
That's it. Right.
It's down there, down to the Greeks and the Jews.
Right.
They anybody but Esau.
That's it.
The Most High say he laid
The
their
heritage.
heritage to waste. So
That's
they
it.
can take on, wherever they go, they can take on the people of that land heritage.
Right.
Become them.
And I saw a video showing, well actually I know that this is the Chinese descendants of Lot, okay? So they're showing black Chinese, okay? So they white out the Chinese and Japanese and all those, because they're descendants of Lot, Abraham's nephew.
Yeah.
Done.
Mm-hmm.
Done. I actually have this book, but I ain't bring it though. But they have this book, they show the images of,
Mm-hmm.
that you say so-called black Chinese and Japanese,
Mm-hmm. Esau's teeth, white teeth, and then
Yeah. It teach your whole identity.
the stolen identity.
When you look at it too, right? When you look at history, whoever's in power control history.
Mm-hmm.
That when you look at their art, when you look at their art, all right, the original people versus when Esau take over, you'll see the difference. The original people, they have them colored as a dark skinned people.
Right.
But when Esau take over, they pale skin.
They just no color line going to the
God.
They can only do the same thing. Wipe out God, change the colors, okay, the color, white on the color of the God, okay? Even in Argentina, you go and all those people are white. Argentina is a white nation. Country.
Yeah. Right. All right. So like I say with Alexander, he took over Greece and then they became known as the Greeks today. All right. So when you go into when we go into this other one, which is I can get it right now. Or when we go into when we go into the modern Jews today, they converted to being Jews. All right. So that's like that Egyptian president said. The real people leave their black,
Yeah.
and they come
White.
they come black white. You see? Go ahead, make the point, brother.
Even Esau, he steals so much, he even steal, our behavior and conduct, because
Yeah, that was
You know,
us.
when every time a white man, they see one or two black, they're afraid of whatnot. These people who've been killing and lynching us and raping our
Yeah.
mothers and things, now they say they're afraid of us.
That's
Okay?
it.
We supposed to be afraid of them. They're the killers and the murders and the thief and whatnot.
They did it.
But they say they're so they,
You know?
they have us not even our own identity.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay?
But the thing about it too, when they put it in their movies,
Mm-hmm.
they are the head man. You know
Hero.
what bother in their movies.
Mm-hmm.
But in actuality, like you say,
Mm-hmm.
when they see a so-called black man coming, they're afraid they fell.
Fair with what they done, but like Karatas said, who is in charge of the kingdom is who writes history.
That's it.
You know, who could change that? You know.
But they control everything.
Yeah.
They control the media.
Yeah.
Everything. Look at the shit what they put out.
Yeah.
They in
You
control, so
understand?
they write history.
God, and over there in Ukraine, what is his name? Zelensky.
Zelensky.
He just passed a law in this country that about the media outlets and all that.
Yeah, well, but what they could say and what they, because I could tell you it could tell you the amount of lying and acting he doing. That's just theater, you know. That's Hollywood. Zelensky's a real actor, man.
See, but all that,
Yeah.
you know,
That's just distraction.
what happens over here in America?
It's just
What they do with MPD, with CNN and okay,
It's
they
distraction.
control the media.
You don't see in Congress, you had two senators that didn't even get up. They didn't stand up when he come in there because they one of the two that are woke. They didn't get up, clap, nothing. The rest of the senators like were against him, like questioned him and asked him why.
You know,
And they were like, they were like, what is this going on, man? Y'all can't see. I mean,
Yeah.
what happened?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's some people out there that see what's happening.
you know. So, but in actuality, what he's really saying, what that states, okay, is that they screen and they control everything that is okay, put in their media that is broadcast.
Mhm.
Okay, they only allow what they want to go out there in the public. Okay, things what happen in their country they don't want to see. Okay, if the Russians or something, someone maybe have a reason or good some good intention or do something because of what Ukraine do, you only gonna know that they covering that.
Yeah,
they cloaking that.
They're pushing their own narratives, man.
Okay, and the same thing with CNN in America doing.
Yeah,
that's all they're doing.
It's like
That's all what Esau doing.
They're pushing what they want us to see.
Controlling their media.
They're pushing what they want you to believe.
Yeah.
They're pushing what they want you to
So the
see.
world don't actually know the truth.
Yeah, the world only knows a lie, and everything else that starts is a lie. You know what I mean? So the truth is what they're pushing, and everything else that me and you say is a lie. You know, and it's coming out, man. It's coming out.
Yeah.
The truth is coming out, man.
All right. So again, here from this other book, the Jewish Almanac. All right, further proving that these modern day Jews, all right, they say modern day Jews with small hats. All right, it's from the Jewish Almanac, page 3. It says, strictly speaking, and it's incorrect. What? That's strictly speaking, it is incorrect to call an ancient Israelite a Jew or to call a contemporary a Jew, an Israelite, or a Hebrew. Speaking about the small hats. So you can't call him no Israelite, you can't call him no Jew, but you could call him Jewish. You see that?
Yeah.
Because they ain't the real people.
That's it.
All right, so they're speaking about the modern day Jews. All right, I'm going to grab First Maccabees 3:48.
Yeah.
All right, because these damn devils teeth and hide and cover up everything.
You know, okay, so Esau, is very cunning.
All right, there's one thing he can't change. One thing he can't change. That's history.
He tried. He tried though.
He do that.
He tried. It's like him. He knows it's not true.
I have a precept.
All right, bring your precept out.
This is Psalms chapter 58 and verse 3. states, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
God, you see that? Speaking lies. That's them, and that's how they try to cover up this shit. That's a beautiful precept that I right into this. Voice Maccabees 3:48, bro.
3 and 4. You got it? Go ahead.
First Maccabees 3:48. And laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images.
Right. They laid open the book of the law, meaning they took the Apocrypha out of the Bible.
Hide it. Throw it away.
You understand? All right, it said that the heathen started to paint the likeness off of their images, right? So this Esau painted all the biblical characters and images of a dark-skinned people to white-skinned people. You know, that term is known as
Iconoclasm.
iconoclasm. All right? So Esau trying to damn hide, but guess what? He ain't doing a good job. All right, I have this book. All right, I have this book. This book is damn a very expensive book, but right, very expensive. You might find this book going for almost $3 grand on Amazon. All right, the book is called "Who is Esau Edom" by Charles A. Wiseman.
Wow.
All right, and this is page 5. What this? It says Esau was the firstborn of Isaac, and thus heir to the birthright derived from the direct racial lineage of Adam to Noah to Abraham. Thus Esau was racially an Adamite, a Semite, and a Hebrew, right? The racial stock of the white race. See what I said? So now we know that the Greeks linked back to Esau, Edom, and we know that for a fact now that the Romans, okay, tie right back to Esau, Edom, all right, or Esau, Idumea,
Okay.
okay?
I have a precept.
All right, bring the precept, brother.
This is the book of Deuteronomy. I don't know if you can find other versions because it's some of the words are stated changed or stated different. Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 5. They have corrupted themselves. Their sport is not the sport of the children. And then some book it up, their blemish is not the blemish of the children. They are a perverse and crooked nation. Okay?
God,
So they have corrupted themselves. Their blemish is not the blemish of the children of his children,
Not
of the children of the Most High.
God,
See that? Say their blemish, their complexion is not the complexion of the children of the Most High.
right,
Okay.
this is a damn curse to look like
They
that.
are a perverse and crooked generation.
All right, a vagabond,
Mhm.
right? Yeah, well, a vagabond, a wanderer. Got a fugitive. All right. So now, with that being said, saying that we now know who Esau Idumea is, which is a so-called white man in rulership today.
Can you get this technology to get another language?
Or another term, another Bible speaking term. You gotta get it out the phone. Different translation Bible.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like before you
You
go,
could read that in that one, brother.
that's to show you how serious Esau was. You know, they
Deuteronomy 10:25.
they hid the 14 books from us for years. I think from the 60s, from something's around there, and even in the King James, some parts of it they took away things and odd things, but through the Spirit of Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai, we were still able to grasp what they were trying to keep from us.
That's it, because it's our book.
Yeah.
Before us, written by us before us.
You saw something else, buddy?
Yeah. This is Deuteronomy 32:5 in the New Believers Bible. It says, "But they have acted corruptly toward him. when they act so perversely, are they really his children? They are a deceitful and twisted generation.
Yeah. All right, but that's going into the Israelites, but I understand the point you're making. All right, for how Esau could carry on. God is the NIV version. They have Deuteronomy 32:5. They have acted corruptly toward him. To their shame, they are no longer his children, but a warped and crooked generation. Right. All right. Well, again, that's speaking about the Israelites. All right, but the brother used it in the context, referring back to Esau. All right. Right. So like I say now that we understand who the Greeks and the Romans are, which they are Edomites. All right. What we're gonna do now? We're gonna get into the charagma. All right, because we get an understanding of who this man is and this number. So we are clear on the first part. All right. So now let's get this charagma, which we're gonna go into a few article headlines, which I have here. All right. Okay. Up here. Right. And these articles from August 2nd. All right. Going into the charagma. There's a headline that states here from this is NBC. No more wallet. All right. Hand implant allows people to pay the chip. All right. This one from the BBC. Okay. It says brain implant uses only your thoughts to operate digital devices, researchers say. Okay. Next one here says South Korea develops nanotech tattoo as a health monitoring device. Okay, and that was from August 2nd, 2022. Right. Then you have first human first human in the US implant Cycron brain computer interface. All right. And you have Elon Musk. Elon Musk expect Neuralink brain chip to begin human trials in 6 months. So by June next year, Lord willing, you're gonna start seeing this shit come to fruition.
Lord, I hope that come to pass.
Huh?
I hope we don't get to that.
Yeah, man, we have to go through that. Got to go through that. We have to go through that.
Must have it in his kids, He already put that implant in one of his, two of his children, or so he done put it in.
Yeah.
We gotta go to the
Yeah.
point.
We done here, boy.
Our obligation.
That's it, God, right? All right, and that is also known as a miracle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna get some precepts, and bring forth some historical references concerning, because all this chip shit is a control mechanism to keep you alive.
That's it.
All right. The same way how they used this for the slaves back in the time in the time of the Greeks and the Romans. It's going to be the same thing. Remember now, we still in this Roman system.
Still under the Senate.
Right. All right. So this is what they wanted to do back then. All right, but they didn't have a chance to do it this time around.
Another means of holding power.
That's it.
They're moving from the Senate now, moving from politics now, and they go into a higher level of holding power.
Right.
Just like you said, because we know the scriptures that Esau, thou art wiser than Daniel, right? And
Cunning.
Esau cunning, right? And thou art wiser than Daniel, right? So even back then in slavery, okay, See now, this devil, he become more wiser. Okay, so like you say, we're dealing with the power.
Mm-hmm.
But when you have the slave them back then used to be running away, they couldn't track them. You see? So now that we create this big tracking mechanism, control mechanism.
Exactly. You're controlling your mind and everything.
Right? You see, so that's why the scriptures talk about taking this correctly.
Mm-hmm.
You see? So once you take that, then you give all power to him.
That's it. You're being controlled by him.
Right? You be in control. That's why they have that song, he knows where you are. That Christmas song.
It's out of closet.
Okay. So as I said, in another couple of months you will see everything come to fruition.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. So this year coming, well, this could be a crazy year.
Esau wants your mind, you know.
That's it.
Over there in China, you have what we call a social credit system. And
God,
yeah, you know, they grade you. They give you a certain grade. If that grade ain't good to them, you can't even access no funds, no money. You can't even eat. You know what I mean? That's what's over there in China, and that's coming to the West.
So Esau is gonna and the majority of people Esau is gonna get, because if you want this world, he gonna eat you up. You wanna go to college, you wanna be a doctor, you wanna fly a plane, you wanna do these things, you wanna continue living in this kingdom, he's gonna get you, because you can have to go through him for success and to succeed and to go on. But you know, that's why they're teaching people that the ending is now is coming, so you wouldn't be out, continue to outreach for more in this kingdom, and it's coming to its end. So if you don't know that, then you can get swallowed up. Esau can eat you up. You know what I mean?
But here's the thing. All right, he have to deceive the people. That's how he's gonna do it.
But that's
right? And the way how they gonna be deceived is through sin.
Yeah.
All right, bitch, we're gonna get into that. All right, so before we get into that, someone grab Revelation 13 and 16. All right,
Revelation 13 and 16. And he caused it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
right. The key word here is what? In. Right. So that means you have to penetrate with a syringe through your skin. All right. Now, someone could look up the word mark there in taking from it, the mice sword. All right. Let's look that up.
Yeah, Esau has been cunning long enough, man.
Yeah. All right, we destroying this man.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, man,
With
long
the
enough.
spirit of the Lord, but you
Yeah, man, long enough.
Oh, let's see, Mark, Paragma.
Go ahead.
It says a stamp, an imprinted mark of the mark stamp on the forehead or the right hand as a badge of the followers of the Antichrist. The mark branded upon horses, tin carved sculpture, graven work of idolatrous images.
Right. See what I said? So when we think Karagma, all right, there's two different ways in which that could be implemented. Right? Which it could be implemented under the skin, all right, and on top of the skin. And on top of the skin would be in what? In the form of a tattoo. See what I said? So that's what we're gonna get into. All right, because the scriptures tell us clearly, you know, we should check this out. Let's get Leviticus 19 and 28.
Leviticus 19 and 28. Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am the Lord Yahweh Shemashai.
Right, and you see that this is a law. All right, this is one of the laws that was given to the children of Israel. You see that? So guess what? All right, the tattoo, you ain't supposed to have that on your skin. All right, so they put that in the form of a tattoo. and you accept that, you're gonna be judged.
Quantum tattoo.
That's it. See like that? Now, what is right? Let's get Deuteronomy chapter 14 and verse 1. What is? Whoever gets to read it slow.
14 and 1.
Yeah.
14 and 1. Deuteronomy chapter 14 verse 1.
What is?
Ye are the children of the Lord your God. Ye shall not cut yourselves, nor make any baldness between your eyes for the dead.
You should not cut your flesh. That's what it says.
You should not cut yourself.
Cut
You should not cut yourself.
Yeah.
All right. And in some translation, it says you should not cut your flesh.
Yeah.
It says flesh, right?
Don't say yourself in this.
Yourself. All right. In some translation, it says your flesh. All right. So that's the putting the syringe under your skin.
No, I get the BBE.
All right. Bring it up, brother.
It says, Deuteronomy 14:1. You are the children of the Lord, your power. You are not to make cuts on your bodies, or take off the hair of your brows in honor of the dead.
Right. You know that you get this thing with the boom of them arching their damn eyebrow or something, and you just cut it off and put that up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. So we ain't supposed to we ain't supposed to put no needle or nothing in our skin. Take no needle, give that none of that shit.
It's like even the brother Micaiah say you hope it don't happen. We gotta hope for it, because then what are we doing this for? Being hoping for it,
Yeah.
you know?
Man, it's not that.
Come in.
But if this don't happen, we ain't get it.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
But Psalm 31 say, you imagine, what was that, Psalm 31? Read it. Okay. Psalm 21, verse 11, for they intended evil against thee. They imagined a mischievous device, which they are not able to perform.
It must come for the 2/3,
I
man.
say, yeah, what are they coming?
Let's go into that new world order. That ain't gonna be said. They ain't gonna perform that.
Yeah,
Because once they reach the height of thing, everything is a go. That's when y'all was shy get problems.
yeah.
Mosai, the scriptures in Mosai give them set up on the can't pass. And he only can go so far.
Yeah. All right.
You got something?
Sorry, what?
I go on in the you read the Bible like trying to look at different translation.
All right. You got it before
The-
you want.
Yeah, the NLT said, since you are the people of the Lord, the power, never cut yourselves or shave the hair above your foreheads in mourning for the dead.
Right. Never cut yourself. So you ain't supposed to take that shit. No Israelite's supposed to take that. None. All right. So now what we gonna do, right? We're gonna look at tattoos in the Roman world. All right, and you know, you can look this up in your spare time. All right. There's tattoos in the Romans world. All right. Yeah, it says in his it is trace Eptoma re militaris, right? He mentions that the recruits to the Roman army should begin with testing the strength, then assigned to the unit, and latter tattooing with a unit sign, right? It says we do not know what official sign was placed on the legionnaire's body. However, we can guess that it was an eagle or a symbol of a legion or a unit. According to Lindsay, the tattoo was placed on the right hand. All right, so if you want to join the Roman army, you want to get a tattoo. Okay? We see in the New Testament, okay, also I think it's in the Maccabees, first Maccabees 10:34, I think it is, you got a bunch of Israelites that joined the Roman army. All right?
The centurion.
Right, the centurion, right. You see? You see him there, brother?
On the cross, and then the one said,
I think they would have highlighted or something,
yeah.
Call it again.
Salat,
First Maccabees.
First Maccabees 10:34. 36.
Say the way that it said it must be healed.
Done. All right.
33, 34, 10, 34.
Yeah.
33, moreover, I freely set at liberty, and every one of the Jews that were carried captives out of the land of Judea into any part of my kingdom, and I will officers remit the tribute even to their cattle further. Okay, 34. Furthermore, I will that all the feasts. You saw what it said?
Oh, I ain't sure if that's it.
You say first 10 and 30.
Yeah, try 36.
I was for
About
30,000 men of Jews. Okay,
Fine,
that's
it
it.
right there. That's
All right.
36, right?
Yeah, it's 36. So this is the book of First Maccabees, chapter 10, verse 36. Let's start with 36. I will further that there be enrolled among the king's forces about 30,000 men of Jews.
Right. You see that? 30,000 men of the Jews. Now these Jews were in the Roman army.
Right.
And we have proof of that in the book of Acts that they were known as what? Centurions.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And in order for them to enroll in there, they had to get a tattoo branded on them. You know what I'm saying? All right, read on, brother.
Yeah, this is I will further that there be enrolled among the king's forces about 30,000 men of Jews, unto whom pay shall be given as belonging to all the king's forces. So that's the end.
Right. All right. So that's basically like another job. That's like how Jake would join the military or another day.
And the same thing what they do with you. You gotta shave your beard, you gotta
Right.
shave you and something even to the extent where they cut your hair and things born. Okay? And you see, they deceive the world, they deceive us with this because you look at Edomite, full of beard and what they look like a creature, okay? They look like closer to a white like a white animal or ape or something, When you look at a Jake with a beard and whatnot, especially Lee Groomer, more Jake has had some of the beard, okay? When you look, you watch it, and that's that's why they see because they look so much like an animal and whatnot. They look like an animal. Okay, so they see they become, and then they cause Jake to believe that hey, shaving your beard, it make you look more attractive or whatever, but not, and they take it away that manly look, and even though Jake still do is even more handsome with his beard, especially if you groom
More masculine, man. You find attraction, they have
Yeah.
that
And
points
the
with women are more attracted to men with beard. And that's from the Most High. That's straight from that's the spirit, man. That's straight from God.
See the Most High, the perfection of
Yeah,
beauty.
man,
Yeah.
But I said, then Esau, with his deception, it went down, because he looked like a monster.
It's like him. Everything Esau does, he does it against the Most High Yahushua. It's as small as it may seem, as petty as it may seem. Everything he do is to work against the Most High. Yeah, man. Everything.
Yeah, just like the Apple saying with their military and branding them, right? Just like husbandry. Okay, you brand your animals.
Okay,
Okay,
this, you get another paragraph here at the back of what the brother is saying, right? It says, again, this is from the tattoo in the Roman world. It says, as in Greece, Roman slaves and criminals were tattooed in order to control them better.
Right?
See that? And find it easy to escape. Interestingly, in the early Roman Empire, for example, exported to Asia, slaves were labeled with the term tax paid as the goods. Their bodies were also covered with the initials of the patron and all information according to the will of the master. Often the slave also had a tattoo on his forehead. You see that?
Right? Get precept Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. The thing that had been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun.
God.
So we see the same thing what happened then. It's happening all over again.
Right? See, all right. So we see, according to this history, the Greece, the Greco-Roman Empire, they placed tattoos, on their hands, and also on their foreheads. As you can see, this system was used for control. See what I said? So guess what? The Karagma, all right, RFID chip, and these medical tattoos, as they call them, will be used as tools for control. There you go right there, brother. Again, the brother brought it up. There's no new thing under the sun. So again, this is the beast that was wounded unto death. All right, so they will do like they did in the past. All right, they're gonna use, this RFID chip. All right, as a system to control the slaves.
A new form of bondage.
New form of power.
That's it.
Of control.
All right, as I see, I'll get a weight, right? With the cattle, basically that's what they looked at as cattle. With the cattle, they have them down branded. All right, they have a number on them. Each one of them has a number. They have all in their heads with a number. It's the same thing. All right, so when you receive this Karagma under your damn right hand or left hand on your forehead, you best believe a number on that. All right.
Yeah, this goes back to the word I want to bring out, right? This goes back to technocracy. It means government by technicians who are guided solely by the imperatives of their technology. That's what it's all about.
So your name will no longer be Alex or Ron or one side or whatever. It'll be number 001245.
Right.
Yeah, they don't get a number. They don't number. They numbered from the job.
Right. And that number, that damn number, you basically associate your whole life with. You got that.
And when you look at it right now, if you have a social security number, same thing, national insurance number, they pull that up. That's the number, national insurance number, that'll tell you where you live.
That's it. When you work so long, you can work it when you make.
But you get how much you contribute and all that.
But with this, they can tell you how much you spend all of that shit.
But,
Yeah, well,
they know every single thing, an inch of you.
Yeah.
The system is something else. Going into the AI technology, that flipping.
How much more can we take as beings of the Most High? You know what I mean? That's why it have to wind down. These things have to happen. The Most High have to come and save us. We can't take much more. They're getting too smart.
The most side say the buck stops here.
Yeah, man.
I'm just saying, man, that he's gonna wear out the saints.
Yeah.
Okay. You can't get the tie to the side of the bound to the sea and the seashore. Okay? You can't go beyond that.
That's it.
I'm going to make a little point, you know what I mean? Going on the AI technology. That's so bad. You never watch the movie, right? But I really, the brother, I think one of your brothers posted something in the group the other day. That's the AI technology so bad that can frame you without you even knowing.
Yeah.
They can use your image and say you committed a crime, then you don't flick it done. That's so dangerous. It's like this is the time we're coming in. This is the time we're coming to AI technology. That's dangerous, man.
Hey, we gotta move away from technology
I'm
more.
telling you, they can use your face to say you committed this crime.
We have to
And you
move
wasn't
away
even
from
there.
it.
That's what AI technology is all about.
Yeah, man. I read up on AI.
That's been around for quite some years now.
They said that this is conspiracy theories a couple years ago. This AI information now is out here,
Yeah,
and
What is happening right now, a new image, this AI, so-called AI, saying they projected that the face of the Most High.
Nonsense.
Saying a devilish look of the Most High looking as a devilish poison.
Yeah.
Look like someone jacking the main store.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they troll it.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
they control it, right?
Yeah. So yeah, yeah, not to stray too far off the topic, but bring it back. Yeah. We understand that this chip is used as a control mechanism. So the next question would be, how are they gonna present it to the people? How they're gonna get the people to willingly take this? All right, and the method or the mechanism that they're gonna use is deception,
Who's gonna say this?
right? So how will they get the people to accept this mark willingly? All right, that means they would have to deceive the people. Okay, so now what we're gonna do? We're gonna jump to the book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 9. Someone to get that.
This is Revelation 12 and 9. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceived the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him.
Right. Get chapter 19 and 20.
That Revelation 19 and 20. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophets that wrought miracles before him,
You see that?
with which he deceived them that had received the MOTV.
Say what? Oh, hold on, man. Come on, man. Read that part again, man.
And with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the MOTB.
You see that? All right, so the people who are basically going to receive the MOTB will be deceived.
God,
Read that one more time. We'll make a quick one.
God, Revelation 19 and 20. And the beast which was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him.
Right before the prophet would wrought miracles before him. So that's going into Elon Musk, going into that damn technology.
God.
You see what I said?
In the bathroom?
It's going into that miracle.
God.
All right. Because now here it is, you could just use that damn thoughts and you could move different objects. Can't get that. All right. Someone who been down a paraplegic all day damn life could now get up and walk with a chip being in there. That's a miracle.
God.
See what I said?
Hey, it's a lot, and we know that Esau already showed us in multiple
movies.
Man, the movies is a joke, man. Because they telling you now what they want to do. It's so everything is now is if you go and look and you want to be woke and you want to know, but the thing is the people who already comply, they don't even want to know. They don't even want to know. And this is what Esau is doing. Like what he was saying. If we go back, this is what everything is connected. The AI is connected. The shot is connected to the AI. And we really in the end times. Because when you look at it, like I say, everything Esau is doing is against the power of the Most High. And if you look at it, everything is happening. Transgenderism, transhumanism. That's the AI in the 2.0. And then you get you get common impacts about the pedophilia. Then you get depopulation schemes, global farming, and the globalists, like they want to turn themselves into gods. They think that they can use the power of Lucifer. See the Lucifer power is in the shot. Yeah. The Lucifer stuff that's connected to the IA. You know what I mean? To defeat Yahweh Shai when he returns. That's what they're trying to do.
That's why the Moses put it in their spirit and set them up to come and fight them from the kill them. All right. What is right?
Revelation 19 and 20. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles.
So like you're right now going into all those Zionists and all those different people talking about now, right? See what I said? Read.
God. Which he deceived them that have received the MOTB, and them that worship his image.
Right. So now we see all this shit coming together. So the Most High is going to deceive them. You got a point to make, bro.
No, I was on that.
All right.
You know, to find it and get a precept. But
No. All right, let's get Job 12 and 16. All right. Because the ones who are doing the deceiving and the ones who are being deceived, the Most High control all of them. See that there? Job 12 and 16.
God, this is Job 12 and 16. With him is strength and wisdom. The deceived and the deceiver are his.
You see that? So now guess what? The way in which a person will be deceived is because, or why the way they can be deceived is because of their sin nature. All right? So if they are in a sinful nature, guess what? They're going to accept this charagma willingly. You see what I said? They're going to accept this not knowing what the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is, and therefore they will be deceived. All right?
Salaki.
Salaki, right?
Don't read that again.
Therefore, the Most High is going to be justified in taking them out. God. See what I said? Because we already read the law, everything, you know. God. We already read the law, everything is right in the scripture, so these people ain't got no cloak for their sins.
God. As the saying in the word say, sin is speak. You see? So their sin, okay, if they want to continue in that speech state,
I love
and
this
sin,
precept. I love this precept.
they will be deceived in taking that.
God. All right, but I bring the boots
No, this is the same one. I just want to read over the 12, Job 12 and 16. Say, with him is strength and wisdom. The deceived and the deceiver are his. So, my brothers, you know, like, it's hard out here for us, you know, but we doing the right thing.
That's it.
You know what I mean?
Lord, will be making it.
we doing the right thing, man, no matter what. You know, we can't go wrong. You know, we stay here, but Shem Yahushua, where could we go wrong?
Yeah.
You know?
That's something I want.
Yeah, good scripture. You know, their sins is gonna catch it to them and cause them to be destroyed, right? It's Sirach 21 and 2. Flee from sin as from the face of a serpent. And we know who that serpent is. Esau, Edom. But thou comest to near it, it will bite thee. The teeth thereof are the teeth of a lion, slaying the souls of men.
That's it.
You understand?
Yeah. That's it. He's gonna pretend this thing smooth. You know?
Yahushua, I know what he's doing.
The Most High, in this movie, he in control of both spirits. You see, he using the spiritual Satan, okay, the spirit on the left side to do all to deceive all that is supposed to be, that is to be deceived. The two thirds, all the other nations and whatnot. All right, they are already you know, marked by the both sides.
Yeah.
And on the right hand side, okay, those who were chosen, okay, those who are among the elect, and 2/3, the 1/3, okay, they would be okay, they would be accepted. They would receive this Quranic command, right? They would be steered and guided by the Most High.
Okay, before you continue, brother, Proverbs 16 and 4. The Lord has made all things for himself, yeah, even the wicked for the day of evil. Most likely all things.
You know, like body.
Deceive and the deceiver is.
That's Job 12 and 16.
All right, let's get 2 Thessalonians 2, 9 and 10.
God, this is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 9. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders.
Right, I'm going into those miracles again.
God,
Esau, Edom.
Mhm.
All right. Read on, brother.
and with him all deceivableness
See that?
of unrighteousness
See that? All deceivableness of unrighteousness
in them that perish.
in them that perish. So whoever think that
Read that over again.
God. 2 Thessalonians 2:10. And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness.
What is this? And all what?
All deceivableness.
Okay, and who's the man? Who's the deceiver? The man, okay? The man of sin, Satan. Okay?
That's
Esau.
That's it.
With all deceivableness.
With all deceivableness.
Okay? So the scripture telling you. Okay?
Genesis is cunning.
You only couldn't be deceived. This is only this is the deceiver. He said with all deceivableness.
God, with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that
Of
perish.
unrighteousness.
Right. So again, all right, that's how they're gonna accept it through sins. All right, because Isaiah speak about our people being laden with iniquity. You heard about a bill of lading. A bill of lading is basically a record of everything what's on the truck or what's in the trailer. And our people laden with all manner of sins. All right, so it's going to be these same set with laden with all manner of sins. All right, unrighteousness, which is sin, is going to accept this thing willingly, being deceived.
And why is that? Because
You know, so like they do, right? And why it's going to be so easy for them to accept this is because everything they do when they're going to be operating in sin.
God. And they also go about the basically legend, which is to record.
That's it. Transgression. Multiple sins of transgression. Sins that, brother.
okay, we get it. We said, yeah, but
All right, now.
But we read
Read what he said again, brother.
then again. 2 Thessalonians 2:10. And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved.
That's it. So guess what? Niggas is going to be going against the truth.
God.
They scoffing and tearing on that. They're going against the truth.
God.
They're the ones that are going to be deceived because they operate in sin. All right?
They say sin is sweet.
All right?
Well, the Pastor Paul say, what y'all gonna get for doing this?
The Most High sees and knows all things.
That's it.
There's tricks and the cunning ways cannot become the end.
They say sin is sweet, right? And they also deem sin as sin.
Yeah.
So if they deem sin as sin, they say, oh, everything is equal on one playing field, so they feel obligated to take in that shit.
Yeah. You know?
All right. Reading that verse, verse 11.
God, verse 11. 2 Thessalonians 2:11. And for this cause, the Most High shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie.
Right? So guess what? Niggas will strongly believe that the Quran is the way.
God,
You understand? That's because they operating in sin. The same way how they were damn operating in sin to go, yes, you know. God saying this.
I have that precept now.
All right, when the precept, brother.
This is Hosea chapter 4 and verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, and thou should be no priest to me. Okay? Saying thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children.
Right? You see that? But now the thing is, they're rejecting knowledge. See what I'm saying? Because we putting it out there. You know? But it's been, that's because it's coming from a nobody, they don't accept it. We crazy. See what I'm saying? But let a well-known pastor, you know, from the different communities come and start teaching the same thing we teach. They would believe that.
Or white man, or someone with a theologian, somebody who went on to school,
Right.
been in Esau university and whatnot.
Right.
Okay?
They would believe him, not because it's the truth, but because who he is. You see?
They holding on to this wisdom of the world mentality. Okay, they look into these university graduates and these doctorates and whatnot. And even these people who don't even have no degree and whatnot, they establish themselves, you know,
Yeah.
these what they call it, these hard, Holy Ghost preaching, pastors and whatnot, Pastor Park Shop, who get their reputation established throughout the nation and whatnot. Okay?
When you look at it too,
They
even though if the Most High bring out a few of those pastors and they come out here on the streets and preach the truth, a lot of their followers still won't follow them because they will say my pastor turned crazy.
Yeah, Pastor.
They follow.
Yeah.
Because the Most High said he will take you one of the city
To a family.
to the family. You see?
Right.
So a small number would probably follow him and say, like, yeah, he got it. He's speaking the same thing with those guys who speak. I didn't know this and I didn't know that.
Right.
You see?
Right. But let's read on verse 12.
2 Thessalonians 2:12. That they all might be damned who believe not the truth.
Right, so they're going to be destroyed. So you take that in, you're going to be destroyed. That plain, that simple.
God.
All right. Now, so far, Esau, Edom, we know who that is. Which that's the so-called white man today. All right. We understand you ain't supposed to put no cutting into your flesh. We understand paragma. We move to
Right? Or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666.
right. So we're gonna get into the name of the beast and the number that's associated with the beast. All right. So what do you want you to do, brother? Someone could look up Idomia, all right, and the online etymology. All right. We want someone to look up Idomia and the online etymology. All right. See, what I like with the online etymology, it actually goes to the root of the word and where the word was originated from. Okay.
Okay, Idomia. It says Idomian, in reference to the biblical Edom from Latin, Idomia.
You see that? Hold on, read that again and read it slow, brother.
It says Idomian. It says, in reference to the biblical Edom.
Right, in reference to biblical Edom. You see that? So that's who Idomia is. That's a Latin way of saying Esau or Edom. Right? Read on, brother.
It says Idomia, Edom. From Greek, Idomia.
That's what I want right here from the Greek what?
Idomia.
Read?
Idomia.
Idomia, that's what I want right here.
From Hebrew, Edom.
You see that? So the Greek is Idomia. Right? Now, which we now know who that man is.
Right.
Idomia. Right? Idomia.
Idomia. Right.
Idomia, that's who that man is. That's who that's speaking about, you know, in Revelation 13 and 18. That's why we go on to find out who the Greeks is, who the Romans is. All right, their whole system. See what I say? Because this has everything to do with this damn man. And who in power right now? Esau, Edom, Idomia. Now, we can deal with the numbers.
Okay.
See what I said? Now, when you go into the Greek, right? Just like the Hebrew, the Greek have different numbers. Okay? And what I want you pull out the calculator, that will show you something, you can learn something today. Right? You can learn something today, brother, and the viewers. Idomea, right? Which is Greek, right? Now the Hebrew characters carry different degrees, carry different numbers. Same thing with the Greek. Now with the Greek, right? The I carry what? 10. So calculate that 10, right? The D is 4, right? The U is 400, right? The M is 40. The A is 1. The I is 10. The I again is 1. All right, and the S is 200. What number you got there, brother?
666.
No.
The number of the man is Esau, Edom, Idomea. Let's get it up. All right. Read this man's kingdom. This is the revised Roman Empire all over again.
I get no cleaner than that.
Let's repeat that, Carl. Let's repeat
Alright.
that. Let's make it repeat. Pull up.
Okay.
You said the eyes take.
I
Yeah.
I is 10. The D is 4. The U 400. The M is 40. The the A is 1. The I is 10. The A is 1. And the S is 200.
So how do you spell that? IDUMA
IAS.
IAS. The last A is how much?
1.
And the S is.
100.
And what do these numbers imply? Where exactly? To each letter means something.
Right. When you go into that's just a different degrees. Just like Hebrews. The Hebrews carry a different the Hebrew character carry a different degrees of numbers. Same thing with the Greek.
So what was done with these numbers to end up at 666?
What was done with the numbers to end up with 666?
Yeah.
That goes into his system.
That's why the scriptures say,
I gotta look this up.
Revelation 13 and 18.
Salakia, no, not 13. Read 13 and 18 again, and then get Revelation 19 and 20.
I don't.
Revelation 13 and 18. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding,
Let him that understanding,
count the number of the beast.
which we already know who the beast is. This Roman system. And who's controlling this? Idumeus.
For it is the number of a man.
The man is Idumeus. We already broke that down.
And his number is 606.
Idumeus.
We'll just give you that.
Idumeus. See what I said? Now get Revelation 19 and 20 first.
Revelation 19 and 20. And the beast was taken.
See that? Speaking about the same beast the brother just read. Read.
And with him the false prophet.
The false prophets. Alright, we know who they is. The Roman Catholic Church, all these damn people with scientists and all these different shit.
Mason.
Yeah. Read.
That wrought miracles before him.
Right. Read.
With which he deceived them.
Right, which we know how he's going to deceive them because he coming with all deceivableness and unrighteousness, which is sin.
Right.
Our people laden with a bunch of damn sin.
Right. And he's coming with draconian measurement too.
That's it. So, but our people being laden with sin and operating in sin, they're going to think that this is the way. So this is how they're going to be deceived. Right? Read, brother.
He says, with which he deceived them that had received the mark, the MOTB.
Right, that received the mark. Right now, what this? Read
and them that worship his image.
his image, his system. That's the number there, because all this go on and on. All right? So there you have it.
God.
Lord,
It's a lot, right? And just like how the brother broke it down, right? And you know this number, okay? When you take the MOTB, as we stated it earlier, that that name would be no longer this name or that name, but they would rather say this number or that number. You see, because your name attached to your number.
that's it. So you wouldn't be Toby no more. You wouldn't be Kunta Kinte no more.
You'll be tied.
They will be Toby no more, they will be calling Toby no more.
The word,
Mr. John Siddle, Mr. Ford.
What's your name?
Number 4.
And yes,
you could say those words for me again.
I do you.
Idumeus.
I do mayors.
Which scripture is that word in?
That
Is in
that one, that in
Isaiah 34 and 5. It's not, it ain't spelling that though.
Idumea.
It's spelled like Domia.
Yes, Idumea.
Yeah, it says.
IDUMEA.
What are the scriptures?
Yeah, that's why he wanted the etymology to get Idumeus.
Right, they go
Yeah,
hard.
Idomia.
You see?
So that O is a U.
Right.
That
That's
is
why you got to go on
Idomia.
the online etymology to go back to the Greek.
Gotta break down the number.
Right.
Get the proper edification.
Yeah, you saw hiding everything, boy.
Ain't hiding nothing but the Most High reveal his secrets of his servants, the prophets.
That's
Yeah.
16. You make Esau there, man.
That's it.
God.
They know Esau coming after us after this.
Right.
Yeah, this one can be on.
Except
Except
right
it's
now,
saying the same
This
thing.
is the Greek etymology of the word IDUMEA.
Right. Where you
See, he
go
come not to destroy the land of the prophets.
That's it.
To fulfill, boy.
You get a precept, right?
So, yeah. So every day, yeah, it ain't no excuse. All right.
The law.
This devil has been exposed. All right, let me see more today. Right. Read 2 Thessalonians 2 and 8.
God. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 8. And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
Right, read it again, brother.
God. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 8. And then shall that wicked be revealed.
Right, so man, that's exposing. It says, then shall the wicked be revealed.
God.
All right, Malachi 1 and 4 says, but Esau is the border of wickedness.
God.
So he's the wicked. Right? And we reveal who he is. He ain't no damn Greek and he ain't no Roman. He's an Edomite.
That's it.
All right, he ain't no Macedonian either. He ain't no God like that.
Changing the names,
You see?
all kind of
He's the
identities.
devil the Bible speaks
That's
of.
it. All right, so he's being revealed, and brothers all around the earth revealing him for what he is.
God.
I have made this out there.
And call him the true name. Right? Read on, brother.
God. Whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth.
Right, and that's what we doing now, because we using the scriptures
I have
to bring forth, you know, the truth.
God.
Read.
And shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
Right. You see that? So you open him up, expose him, man, and the Most High can do a number, Yahweh can do a number on him when he returns.
God will do that.
You know?
So look out for that, Esau.
That's it.
As a matter of fact, you should know that. This is why you coming now with all kind of rod.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
But I consider these jakes the little bit of sweetness we left on here. You better enjoy it, son. Because this is just a clip of a finger. That's a thing's gonna change. Things gonna change quick.
Yeah. All right. But I'll get a quick precept, yeah? Jeremiah
Okay, this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 49, verse 10. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, and his neighbors, and he is not.
That's it. Maybe so, yeah. We strip him right down, man. All right. The scripture says what he's a vagabond and a wanderer.
They have uncovered his secret places. He shall not be able to hide himself. What can you say? They should, who should find you and kill me?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. As the father of Esau. They who find me shall slay me.
Yeah. So, yeah, man.
Most I say, I made him there. Time to get slave, boy. Time.
That's it. So,
King prophecy coming to pass.
God. Yeah, man. So, Lord willing, I hope that was edifying. You know, and serve his purpose.
Man, it did.
Yeah, but you just indulge Esau. You just take on Esau. Cook. You didn't.
All right, brother, you got it. How long you been on, brother?
145, 46.
It's all family.
Yeah, man, like we say, Lord willing, that was edifying, and you know what, we thought that, you know, this would be a good setting to bring this type of knowledge out, you know.
Yeah, man. Can hear it all, you can't miss it.
That's it.
No noise in the background, nobody screaming, nobody. It was good for even me, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So, again, my Lord willing, we hope that this lesson was edifying and served the purpose. There's no bone in that, it might not lay it down. There's no bone.
Pure edification.
That's it. So, you still have a chance to repent, you know, seek the Lord God while the doors of mercy is still open. Once Yahweh get up from that mercy seat, that one ain't over, buddy. That one ain't over. Trust me, you want to be covered. You know, you want to be covered when Yahweh return. Trust me, I don't want to be on the opposite side of the fence. I don't want to be that.
You don't want to be like that. You don't want to be that like Sarah Connor.
No,
God.
that's it.
But
You know, I want to be beamed up. You know, with my cup in my hand, with my fine wine.
Man,
You know what I mean?
it's your concubine.
Yeah, well,
Just with your 7 to 1.
that's it. Being up as a king of my damn my golden cup.
Yeah, man.
God, you know that.
You know, drinking that fine wine or that golden cup. You know what I mean?
Water, we're in it.
Yeah, well,
cheers.
that's it. You know.
It's good to do again.
I'm telling you, but that my cup would be running over, boy. That's like Elijah in that time of famine. You know, man, with the flour, with the oil. Man, flip one cup of oil, you know. Never get empty. Smoke the whole famine. And that's how my cup get me with my wine, but God.
Boy.
That's that, boy.
We can turn that over and turn it back. Size files, babe.
Yeah. So with that, you're gonna give all praise and glory to
Yahweh, Bashim, Yahweh Shai, Bashim, Qam Dash, Bible. Shalom.
Shalom.